Hi, I'm Judy doing Amazing Trails Yoga, a crisscross hip and shoulder opener that is designed to encourage you to crisscross through your practice, take chances, and enjoy the present. Having crisscrossed to the top of Bear Mountain in New York, we are so looking forward to meeting you on the mat. See you soon. We will start in crisscross position, inhaling your right hand to your left shoulder, exhaling. Inhaling your left hand to your right shoulder, exhaling. Inhale your left hand to your right knee, exhale. Cross your right hand over to your left knee, and exhale. Inhale your right arm back around you, look over your right shoulder, exhale. Inhale. On the exhale, bring your right hand to your left knee and back. Inhale your left hand to your right shoulder and exhale. Your right hand to your left shoulder, exhale. Take your right hand to your left knee, exhale, and cross your left hand over to your right knee, exhale. Releasing your left hand, we'll bring it around behind you. Look over your left shoulder. Exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, come forth. Bringing your feet around in front of you, we'll inhale our right leg up to our knees, or up to our chest rather. Cross your left hand over your leg to the pinky toe side of your foot, your right hand to the big toe side of your foot, or your ankle, your calf, whatever it is that's better for you. And we'll straighten our right leg and bend. Doesn't have to come all the way up. This is good. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Just warming up. We'll straighten. Bring your right arm around behind you. Look over your right shoulder. Try not to move your right leg too much. Keep it right straight ahead. Little spinal twist. Bring your right arm around in front to the big toe side of your foot. Maybe you could lift your leg a little higher. And bend your leg at the knee, cross it over your left. Bring your right arm around behind you, lift up your left arm, cross it over your chest to the outside of your right thigh, look over your right shoulder, and breathe. Looking back toward your feet. We'll straighten our right leg slowly on the mat, crossing our right foot over our left. Inhale and exhale down. Our legs are crisscrossed. You'll feel a deeper stretch, the back of your legs, your Achilles tendon. You're breathing. Maybe you could bring your forehead down toward your shins. Coming over. Uncross your legs. Inhale your left foot up towards your chest. Give it a nice squeeze, nice hug. Take your right hand to the pinky toe side of your left foot and your left hand to the big toe side of your right. And we'll straighten our leg and bend. It could be straighten your leg. You could have your hands on your ankles, on your calves, whatever you like, and bend. Leg doesn't have to come all the way straight, and bend. Then we lift hand. Keep your right hand on the outside of your leg, wherever you choose to have it. Take your left arm around behind you. Look over your left shoulder. Keep your left leg straight ahead of you. And bring your left arm around to the big toe side of your foot. Maybe you could pull your leg up a little higher. Bend your leg, crisscross it over your right leg. Bring your left arm around behind you. Your right arm comes up. Crisscrosses over your body to the outside of your left thigh. Look over your left shoulder. A deeper spinal twist. Looking straight ahead. We'll square off our hips. Take your left foot down to meet your right. Your feet are crisscrossed. Take a nice inhale and exhale forward. Maybe you could bring your third eye down toward your shins. And you are coming up. We'll uncross your legs, bring your feet around behind you. We'll land in table. We'll meet in table. Your hands are directly under your shoulders. You can maybe look through your legs, see through them so you don't see your feet. And we'll cat-cow. We'll inhale up, bringing our bellies down toward the mat. Our shoulders are back. Exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. Loosening up our spine and exhale into cat. Flipping over your toes. We'll lift our knees and come into a downward dog. From downward dog, you could just pedal out your feet, get accustomed to downward dog. It becomes a resting position. And we'll inhale our right leg up and crisscross it under our bodies. Our knee comes to our left elbow and up. Crisscross your knee over to your left elbow and up. And again, crisscross over and up. Looking between your hands, we'll lunge our right foot forward, coming into a lunge. Maybe you can help it along the way. And we're walking our hands over to the left. Our heels come behind our feet, and we are in a straddle fold. We'll let the crown of our head come down to the mat. Coming part way up, take your right hand to your left ankle. Your left hand crosses under it. Maybe you could heel toe your foot closer so you could grab a hold of your ankle. Your arms are crisscrossed in front of you. The crown of our head comes to the mat, toward the mat. A great shoulder opener. We'll release our arms and walk our hands to the right, keeping our foot sideways. Nice little awkward stretch. We don't do this very often. And then pull your toes forward, lift up your heel. We're in a lunge position, very nice. And bring your right foot back to meet your left downward dog. From downward dog, inhale your left foot up. And you crisscross it under your body towards your right knee, your left knee to your right elbow. Back up. Your left knee to your right elbow. Up we go. Crisscross one more time. Up we go, and look between your hands. Lunge your left foot forward. Very nice. From this, we walk our hands over to the right. Pick up your heels and place them directly behind your feet. Walk your hands in a little. Let the crown of your head fall toward the mat. We're in a nice straddle fold. Coming up a bit, take your left hand to your right ankle. You might want to heel toe your foot a little closer as you take your right hand and crisscross it over to your left ankle. Drop the crown of your head toward the mat. Take some nice breaths. Releasing our arms, we'll walk our hands over to the front of the mat. Our foot is still sideways, a nice stretch. You could always be on blocks to bring the ground closer to you. Now take your toes forward, the same direction that your fingers are. Lift up your back heel. We're in a lunge. And bring your left foot back to meet your right, downward facing dog. Inhale into plank. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Very nice. From downward facing dog, inhale your right leg up and crisscross it to your left elbow. Inhale your right leg up, look between your hands and bring your foot right between your hands in a forward lunge. Now we'll have a little fun with this crisscross yoga. Take your back leg, your back foot, and crisscross it behind your standing leg and back into a lunge. Again, we'll bring your back foot forward, your left foot forward behind your right, and back into a lunge. And one more time, we'll inhale your left foot forward, crisscross behind your right. Drop the crown of your head toward the mat, and slowly, this takes a bit of a balance. We're walking ourselves up, and you are uncrossing your feet. We're in Tadasana mountain pose on this beautiful mountain, Bear Mountain. From this, you will inhale your left knee up to your chest. Take your right hand to the pinky toe side of your foot, your calf, your ankle, whatever it is that you can. This is a little tough for me because it's not a flat surface. I hope you found a flat surface. You're straightening your front leg. Your left arm comes around behind you. We did this sitting down. Crisscross your left arm over your right. You could take your hands under your leg, walk them back towards your body, come into a staff, and down. Inhale your arms up, and snow angel down. Halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana, and a forward fold. Inhale your right leg back, and your left leg comes to meet a downward dog. Inhale into plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out. Inhale your left foot up to the sky. Your left knee comes to your right elbow, crisscross. Bring it back up to the sky. Look between your hands. Lunge your left foot forward. Now you're going to take your back leg and crisscross it behind your front leg and back into the lunge. So your right foot, you're crisscrossing it behind and back into the lunge. And one more time, we're crisscrossing our right foot behind our left. Maybe you could drop the crown of your head toward the mat. We did this stretch sitting down. We're slowly coming up into a standing position. Does require a bit of balance. And Tadasana. This time we will inhale our right leg up toward our chest, our right knee. Cross your left hand across your leg, grabbing the pinky toe side of your right foot or your ankle or your calf, whatever's good for you. You could always use a wall for support. Extending your right leg and bringing your right arm around behind you. Take your right arm, bring it around, crisscross it over your foot. Put your hands under your leg. Walk your hands back to your body. We're in the staff pose. And drop your leg. Very good. Inhale your arms up. Snow angel around into Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Down, forward fold. With hands on either sides of your feet. Inhale your left foot back into a lunge. Your right foot comes to meet it, downward facing dog. Looking between your hands, we'll inhale our right foot up and just lunge your right foot between your hands. You can always help it along the way. With this, we are taking our back heel and we're going to the pinky toe side of our back heel, the pinky toe side of our right foot. We're walking our hands around. You might want to bring your feet in a little bit. You could bend your legs and sit back on your mat. We are coming into a shoelace pose. Maybe you can put your shins parallel to the mat or closer to your hips. That might be a little easier. So our legs are totally crisscrossed. Take your right hand and cross it to your left foot. Take your left hand and cross it over to your right foot. We are totally crisscrossed. Might want to lean forward a bit. Nice, great hip opener. And coming up, releasing your arms. Bring your hands to the front of the mat. We're coming over so that your right foot is bent. You are in a lunge with the right foot in front. Bring your right foot back to meet your left, downward dog. From downward dog, look between your hands. Inhale your left foot up in a nice lunge. And now you're going to the side. You're going to the pinky toe side of your right foot, pinky toe side of your left foot. Walk your hands around. You'll find us in a shoelace pose. Again, looking the other way. This time, take your left hand to your right ankle. Your right arm, crisscross it around to your left. You could stay just like this, totally crisscrossed, or lean forward for a deeper stretch. Try to keep your sits bones on the mat. Don't just have one side way over. Release your arms. Bring your right leg out from under. They're going to the front of the mat. We are going back into the crisscross seated position where we started. And this time you're taking your right hand to the pinky toe side of your right foot, your left hand to the pinky toe side of your left foot, and we're coming up into a boat, a crisscross boat, and down. Straighten your legs into a crisscross boat, and down. And one more time, a crisscross boat, and down. Now, whichever leg was in front, you're switching. And again, you're crossing your hands over your bodies to the outside of your feet. And we're coming, I'm pulling my legs up. And we're coming into a crisscross boat and down. A crisscross boat and down. You can have your heels on the mat. It doesn't matter. We're just trying to balance. Crisscross boat and down. your hands to the pinky toe side of your heels this time. And you're coming up into a boat. So where it's a supported boat, you can hang on, straighten your legs if you can, or however far you could straighten them, and bend. Straighten and bend. And one more time, we'll straighten and we'll open, coming into the full pose. Back. And then we're going to walk our hands down like we did when we were standing. Come down onto our backs. Our feet are up to the sky. Take your hands out to the sides in a T position. We're doing a nice final spinal twist. We're dropping our feet slowly together to the right. Maybe you could take your hand and come to the pinky toe side of your left foot. You could look over your left shoulder. Looking up to the sky, we'll release our feet and bring them slowly up to the sky, up to the center, and we'll let them drop slowly over to the left. Again, you can take your left hand and put it to the pinky toe side of your right foot. Look over your right shoulder. And breathe, enjoy this. It's a beautiful day. You might hear a lot of motorcycles in the background. A lot of them are out today having a nice day. You can release your foot, bring your feet up to the sky. Take your right leg, crisscross it over your left. Take your hands to the pinky toe sides of your feet, or your ankles, or your calves, whatever you can. And we're coming into a shoelace pose. Reclined shoelace like we did sitting up. Pull your feet down as far as is comfortable for you. Slowly releasing, bringing your feet up to the sky, crisscross them. The other way, your left should be over your right, or the other way, whatever way you did it. You're bending your legs a bit as you have your hands on the pinky toe sides of your feet, your ankles, your calves, coming into a crisscross shoelace. You can pull them down however way you like. Great hip openers. Slowly releasing our hands from our feet, bringing our feet back together. Take the pinky toe side of each foot now without crisscrossing. We're coming into a happy baby. Breathing in, you might want to rock a bit back and forth. You could straighten one leg at a time, as we did standing and sitting. Maybe you could do both legs out. Back to happy baby, as if your feet could stamp up to the sky. From happy baby, we'll put our feet and our knees together. Give yourselves a nice hug. And you're going to take your hands out to your sides with your palms up to the sky. You can straighten one leg out to the side of the mat. The other leg, we're coming into a Shavasana. Just letting your body fall heavy into the mat. Relaxing, absorbing everything it has just done. All this crazy crisscross. Just relaxing. could begin to wake up our bodies, wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes. Maybe make some wrist circles, ankle circles one way, the other way. Make your way over to your sides. And slowly come back up into a crisscross position, crisscross seated position. With your hands crisscrossed over your chest. Thank you so much for joining Amazing Trails Yoga here at Bear Mountain, crisscrossing all over the mountain. We had so much fun. Really enjoyed this with you. Please subscribe to our channel. Like us, we love you, and we'll see you again soon. Namaste.